Alright, look, when you hear the words Santa Claus, you're probably thinking red suit, beard, cookies, the guy who breaks into your house. But we're all okay with it for some reason. But what if I told you Santa wasn't always jolly? In fact, the original Santa would absolutely pillage your village. Today, we're going all the way back, before Coca-Cola, before Christmas specials, before the photo ops of the mall. This is the unbridled history of Viking Santa. To understand Viking Santa, we need to go back, way back to the north. A world where winter wasn't cute. It was rather survival of the fittest. Up north, before Christianity arrived, people didn't have a Santa. They had Odin. One-eyed, spear in hand, traveling through the night sky. Big beard, red cloak, magical flying steed. Sound familiar? Yeah, Odin rode an 8-legged horse named Sleipnir, or Sleipnir, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, which honestly makes reindeer seem pretty tame. And yeah, the deer only have 4 legs, so downgrade. But during the winter festival, Yule, people believed Odin led something called the Wild Hunt. So picture this. You got ghosts, warriors, spirits, and the All-Father flying across the frozen sky. And the tradition was leave offerings for Odin. Food, grains, carved toys, which eventually becomes leaving cookies for Santa. So see, we're already connected there in the lore territory. Fast forward a few centuries and Christianity rolls into Scandinavia. And when new religions arrive, they don't delete old traditions, they just remix them. St. Nicholas was known for his generosity. Odin was known for everything else. So what did the North do? They mashed them together like some kind of fusion dance. And this gave birth to Julenissen, the first real Santa in Scandinavia. Except he wasn't cheerful or soft or predictable. This dude was like, leave me food or suffer the consequences. A real Viking household spirit. And as Norse myths survived, Viking Santa evolved into a full winter guardian. But here's the part that I love. Alright, the part that I love is long white beard, Odin. Red fur cloak, Odin. But also Odin has been depicted as gold, wearing gold, so I guess. But a lot of also saints in Christianity, like the cardinals, wear red. So it's a mix. Just a flying ride, like the sleigh, which was originally Sleipnir, which later became the 8 tiny reindeer. The gift giving comes from Yule offerings, and the winter judgment, that's just Norse apocalypse. And the sleigh, the sleigh. Before reindeer, it was actually pulled by goats. Thor's goats, to be exact. Tangrisnir and Tanjotsnir, or Thor's goats. And not like the cute little cartoon goats. Like, the best accurate representation we've gotten of them is, I wouldn't even say accurate, but Thor Love and Thunder showed us them. So, yeah. And then when Scandinavian immigrants brought these traditions to the United States, America did, as America always does, marketing. In the 1930s, we got Santa illustrations. We got Coca-Cola ads. The Viking spirit was politely removed, one could say, from a Viking Santa to mall Santa, you know? No more goats, no more runes, no more warrior spirit. But if you look at modern Santa, Viking Santa could still be hiding inside. One of the more recent representations we've gotten of that was like a 30-second clip in the 2022 film Violent Night, starring David Harbour as Santa Claus. In the last few decades, fantasy, metal, comics, and pop culture have tried resurrecting the Viking Santa. He's back to being a warrior, a mythic protector, and a winter god in a red cloak. And honestly, it kind of fits. Because winter isn't gentle, so why should some representations of Santa Claus? Because you still need to have the childhood hope of it, but like the adults need a Santa as well. So the next time you see Santa Claus, remember, under that red suit is a Viking, a god of winter, a warrior who once rode an 8-legged horse and led an army of ghosts. And honestly, that Santa, way cooler. One of my favorite stories to tell people is this story. I love it. But if you want a part 2, Viking Santa's villains, weapons, or a full mythos, let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Joyous Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. It's the holidays. Merry, happy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.